Hello, my name is Francis. Today I'm going to be walking you step by step on how to set up an osTicket. But first, what is osTicket? osTicket is a free and open source ticketing system or even software, you can call it application, used by businesses and organizations to manage customers' requests. Imagine you have a company and customers contact you with different issues like needing help with product and services or even reporting a problem. Instead of tracking this request through email, which can be very messy, osTicket organizes this issue in one ticket and in one place. How does it work? A customer submits a request via email, web form, or even through phone calls. osTicket creates a ticket for this issue and assigns it to an agent. The agent works on the ticket and updates the ticket with response. Once the ticket is solved, the ticket is closed and the customer is notified. So in this lab, I'm going to be walking on step by step on how to set up an osTicket, create a ticket as an end user, as a customer, solve the ticket as an admin of a company or as a help desk agent. To do that, I'm going to create another computer in the cloud that will help us to run through this lab without having an interruption in my present computer. Hope that makes sense. The name of this computer we're going to be creating in the cloud is called virtual machine. That's going to be running on Windows 10. Okay, and the platform that we're going to use to create this virtual machine is called Azure, azure.com. Azure Portal helps people to create tons and tons of computer in the cloud. Maybe in another video, I'm going to be doing more detailing video about Azure and the services and virtual machine in detail. But for the purpose of this lab, for time's sake, I'm going to stick on trying to explain more detailing on the matter at hand. Okay, so I'm going to create a virtual machine. I'll walk you through on how to do it in Azure Portal. Get a tenant subscription. After getting the tenant subscription, we're going to create a virtual machine, which is another computer in the cloud, like I just said earlier. After that, we're going to install osTicket dependents, which are also the requirements. And after that, we're going to install osTicket software itself. And thereafter, we're going to create a ticket as a customer, as an end user. And after that, we're going to work the ticket. We're going to solve the ticket, try to solve the ticket as an admin of a company or a help desk agent in a company. When everything is good, we're going to close the ticket, provide timely response, and everybody's happy. So if you don't mind, I'm going to share my screen right now, and then we're going to get to it. I have now shared my screen. As you can see, this is my desktop. I'll go ahead and open my browser right now. Okay. So, like I said before, we're going to create a virtual machine, and we're going to do it on Azure Portal. Just go ahead and open your browser and log into www.azure.com, and it will take you to this page. Okay, so first, before we can create or work with Azure, you need to have a subscription, guys. So if you already have a subscription, go ahead and log in. But if you are not, just click here, try Azure for free for you to get 1 month free subscription with about 200 and something Canadian, equivalent to 200 and something Canadian dollar that we use to work in Azure for free. And after that 1 month, it's either you upgrade or you stop working. Okay, that's the way it is. So if you're doing this for the first time, just click try Azure for free. When you click that, it will take you to another page where you put in your details, and not only your details, you have to put in your card. But don't worry, they're not going to charge you any money for that card. It's just a way for them to authenticate your account and then to verify who you are, and that will go ahead to tell them whether you are eligible or qualify for the account. And they're also going to put a $1 fee on your account, on your card. And don't worry, that money is going to be refunded to you within 2 or 3 business days, okay? And you're going to have your resource available for you to work. So once you're done creating your account, just click on Portal. It will bring you to this page. So this is Azure Portal, where we're going to create the virtual machine. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Just go to this address bar and type virtual machine. Okay, once you type it, you see virtual machine. Click on it. As you can see, we don't have any virtual machine here. We're going to create one. Just click create here, or you can use this create here. I'm just going to create this one, okay? And pick the first one, Azure Virtual Machines. Click it, and it's going to bring us to where we're going to fill in the details of the virtual machine, the details of the computer. Remember, I said virtual machine is the computer in the cloud. Okay, we're just going to create a Windows 10 computer in the cloud. So we're going to put in the details of what the specification want that system to be. I also want to tell you that also Azure will not allow you to create any resource without having a resource group. Resource group is more like an identity folder to any resource you're creating in Azure, on Azure. Okay, so it's more like an identity folder. Okay, so just see it as an identity folder. It allows you to have a name, a special name created on it, and whenever you're creating a resource group, you're going to house it. See it as a folder that houses all our resources in Azure. Okay, so if you already created a resource group before now, you can just click here and type the name of the resource group. The computer will search it, and then you can click and find it and then select it here. But if you've not created before, you can just click create new to type in the name you want and then continue. Okay, so also you have the ability to create resource group independently without coming to virtual machine. You can go to your address bar and type resource groups, create it, just a simple step. Within 30 seconds, you're done creating it, okay? Just for you to create the folder. Once you're creating no additional resource, it will be added to it, okay? So since I've not done that, since I know that I can use one stone to kill two birds, I decided to come to virtual machine straight and click create new. I can create it here. So I will name our resource group osTicket. Say okay. And the next thing is virtual machine name. I'll name our virtual machine osTicket VM. Okay, that's this. Okay, so next, under region, we have the ability to choose where we want our resource to be deployed, where we want our files to be saved. Okay, so click here and select any region you want. But for me, I think I prefer East US2. Okay, availability option, leave it at self-selected zone. Okay, so under availability zone, I'm going to choose zone 2. Reason is zone 1 doesn't have the available disk space that I want. Okay, so I choose zone 2 because I want something bigger, something that can allow my system to work very fast. I'll get to it shortly. Sorry. Okay, so under security type, we'll leave it at trusted launch virtual machine. Okay, so under image, we're going to click it and go down and select Windows 10 Pro. Okay, then leave VM architecture the way it is. Just follow me. Under size, like I said, if you had selected zone 1, I wouldn't see something that has to do with P2VC push. This is more like 16 gig memory. It's quite a reasonable memory for me to work with. I think 1 is available for zone 1, but I decided to choose zone 2 to get this, okay? If I choose zone 1, I wouldn't see it. Okay, so, okay, but I can show you. I can show you. Let's for example, let's choose zone 1 right now, zone 1. Okay, it will tell me that this size is not available in zone 1. Okay, so just decided to show you so that you don't get confused about what I'm doing. Okay, zone 2. So it's available now. Okay, so let's proceed. Then we'll leave enable hibernation, we'll leave it the way it is. So under username, let's put the name, the login details. This is more like the login details that you need to use, you're going to use to log into this virtual machine, this computer. Okay, so I like saving it somewhere for easy remembrance. Okay, so just click here, go up. Okay, so for my virtual machine, I have lab user. The reason why I'm saving it here is for me not to forget. I have too many things on my head right now. Okay, If you just follow me, let's create this thing very fast. I think it's taking time. Okay, osTicket. Okay, just paste it, paste it. Okay, so go ahead, leave this ones the way it is, and click I confirm for eligibility. I sensing eligibility. Okay, so after that, just go ahead and click review and create. We're just giving some time to review, and then we can now click create for the virtual machine to be created. Okay. Okay, so guys, we'll see it has finished showing you the terms and conditions and everything, and also show you the amount that they're going to be charging you per month, per hour, sorry, on this virtual machine. And if you click pricing, you can see more details, but that's not what we're here for. I can do more exclusive video to show you more. Okay, so but right now, I just wanted to see, and then we can now click create to create the virtual machine. I think it's going to take a couple of time to finish deploying. And once it's done, I'm going to get back to you. Okay, so it's deploying. So we're going to allow this virtual machine to deploy, to finish deploying, and then we're going to um, get to it. Okay, as you can see, the virtual machine has finished deploying. What we need to do right now is just go to the address bar and type virtual machine. Okay, click on it. As you can see, we have the virtual machine already created. Let's take a look. It's the name of the virtual machine is osTicket VM, and subscription. This is our subscription, and the resource group is osTicket, and the location is US2, and it's running right now, and it's on Windows 10. And this is my size, and this is the public IP. Okay, guys, to log into this computer, this virtual machine that we created just now, just copy the public IP. We can equally log in to see more details of this virtual machine, okay? But because of time, I just wanted us to, so you can see the specification, everything that you that uh, that this virtual machine is created on that. So you have to just go through them, see the disk size, um, you know, see the RAM, see the networking section, see the name of the virtual machine and all that. You see all the specification that this beautiful computer is being created. So we're going to copy the public IP. Just click copy, or you can copy it from where we came from. Okay. You can copy it from here. So after copying it, to log into this VM, copy the public IP, minimize it, and go to your start and type remote desktop connection. And when it opens, click it. Okay. Paste. Paste it here, Ctrl V, and connect. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the information for login. Okay, so remember we used lab user. Okay, so just check this and say yes. Okay, now we're logging into the virtual machine. As you can see, we are now in the virtual machine. Okay. This is beautiful. So it's going to take time to do all the setups, and then we're going to be right in to start installation real quick. Okay, so no, uncheck this, and then accept. Okay, so we're in. So this is the osTicket that we've just created. Okay, so continue this to set up our browser. Okay. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good. So now that we are logged in to our virtual machine, the first thing we need to do is to start installation of the osTicket dependents, which are the requirements. And after that, we need to install the osTicket application itself. Okay, so just follow me. And to do this, we need to download the files, the osTicket installation files that we're going to use to install the osTicket in the system. So to do this, there are two methods that I have made available for you to use. One is that you can just pull up your web browser like I did, and then you type osTicket.com/download. Right. And it's going to take you to this page. When you get to this page, click next step to check the details and the specification that works for your system, and then download it accordingly. And the next option, which I believe is the easiest one, is that I'm going to provide a link for you below the description of this video that you're going to click to easily download it very fast, or the files that we need. Before then, I'm going to go back to my main computer and pull and get the link that I'm going to share with you at the end of this video, so that you can also use to get those files. Okay, so I'll go here, I'll copy this link. I think I made this link. Yeah, this will be works. So we'll go back to our system and then pull up the web browser. Okay. So this link works. Oh, yeah, that's good. So this is the checklist that I created. I made for specifically for this lab. So this is what we're going to do, step by step explanation on what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be doing it. Okay. Um, Before we go in detail, I would like to minimize this and then pull it by the side. Okay. Just minimize this. Okay. Just a bit more. Okay. I'm going to bring this guy up. This guy up here. Okay. All right. This is the checklist that we've made. Inside this checklist, I also put a download link where you can download the file. Okay. Just click here, and then it will take you to this page. I'll switch. Why is this? Let's do this. Maybe hi, I can find download here. So click on download. See right here, it started zipping a file. It started zipping the file to download. So I think it's going to take a while download. So we're going to wait for it to finish downloading and then we can have access to the file. So let's go back to the checklist. So I've made the checklist so that it will help us to have a better understanding and also to help you to practice after this video. I know it's going to be a whole lot, but just follow this link. Is going to be this checklist. You're going to be okay. First, I would like you to take note of these letters. Click, right click, expand, open, type, double click, select, check, and expand. So these are the variables that I'm going to use to explain in details so that in layman's understanding, for you to understand step by step on what we're doing. Okay. So just take note of these variables. I'm going to be using it in all the steps that we're going to be going through in the checklist. Okay. So just walk with me. So I'm going to wait for this to finish downloading. Okay. As you can see, it's downloading here. Okay. So let's wait for it to finish downloading. Okay. So I'm going to follow this checklist one step by step to install the osTicket dependent and the osTicket itself. I made this checklist for us to use. So if you follow this checklist, you wouldn't run into problem. The way I made it, the way I've arranged it, you wouldn't run into any problem. Okay. So that's it. So I think it's still downloading. So let's wait for it. Okay, as you can see, the file has finished downloading, and just or to open it, to check it, just go to start and type File Explorer, open File Explorer, click on it, and then I'm gonna minimize this guy so I have it so small here, okay? Because I'm gonna be working with so many things right now. Click on download. So you see the file that we just downloaded. Let me make it big so you see more. Okay, so make it large. So this is the file, is zipped. Okay, now that's the step. Okay, let's go back to the lab checklist. Okay, so after downloading this, so the first thing they ask us to do is to log into the VM through remote desktop connection. Within the osTicket VM, download osTicket installation file, which we just did, and unzip it into the desktop. The folder should be called osTicket installation files. So guys, this folder, we're going to unzip it to the desktop right now. And remember, this folder contains all the files that we're going to use to set up osTicket and its dependent. So to unzip this, I've already made an instruction for you to follow, and just work with me, okay? Right click it, extract all, click extract all. Choose where you want to extract it. In that case, we're choosing desktop, select folder, and extract. Okay. That was fast. Okay. So we have the file already. This is the zipped file, which is still in download. Close this, and this is the osTicket installation file that we just unzipped. So they asked us to rename this file to this. Copy this. It's cool. And right click on this folder that we just, extracted on the desktop, and say rename. And then we'll paste Control V, paste what we just copied, osTicket instruction file. So we've completed step 1, and then we move to step 2. Okay. Step 2, install IIS. IIS, guys, is Internet Information Services, and it's also a web server. We're going to install it right now. I'm going to walk you through on how to install it. So to do that, click on Start, type Control Panel. The instruction I've given to you is also here. Just follow me, okay? Click Install Program, on Install Program. And then right here, click this guy right here. Turn window features on and off. Click on it. Wait for it to load. And then we're going to look for IIS. IIS, like I said, is Internet Information Services. In this case, is our web server. Okay, so look for it, Internet Information Service. Guys, we need to, instructions said, check and expand. If you don't check this and only expand to look for, you can need, some people, this is the common mistake I see when people do. They won't check this. They will just expand this, expand web services. The common mistake. Sorry. They'll just expand information services, expand World Wide Web, and then they will expand application features, and then click CGI and click OK. It's a very common mistake, but don't do it. I will go back. I will close this. Click on this. So make sure you check this box, Internet Information Service, that's IIS, before you expand. Expand, and then you will see World Wide Web. Expand it, and application features, expand it, and then click on CGI. Say OK, and then you're good. Good. So just install, and then we'll be on our way. Okay, so close. Let's finish installing and you can close this too. Okay, we've done step 2 and we'll move to step 3. Sorry. From osTicket installation file folder, which is this on the desktop, install PHP Manager for IIS. Okay, we open this and look for PHP Manager. This is PHP Manager. I double click it and it just said double click and follow installation steps to install. Double click. Next. I agree. Next. Close. And next, step 4. From the osTicket installation folder, install rewrite module. This is rewrite module here. Double click it. I accept for licensing. Install. And finish. Step 5. Create a directory in the C drive called PHP. We're going to create a folder in the hard drive that is called PHP. To do that, I will leave this one the way it is. I would have loved to use this, but I'll leave it here. I'll leave this one the way it is here. And I'll go to my start bar and type File Explorer. Okay. Once you open, I'll click my computer and I'll double click my C drive. And within the C drive, I'll right click the environment and click new and then folder. The instructions are there for you to follow, okay? And then I'll put my cap log on and type PHP and I'll press enter. Okay, so we've created the file inside the C drive we've created a folder inside the C drive called PHP, and then we close. And then step 6. See all the steps I've made it easy for you to follow, okay? Step 6 says, from the osTicket installation file, which is the folder, the one we unzip to the desktop, unzip this file, PHP 7.3.8, into the PHP folder we created on the hard drive just now. So we're going to, this is, close this so that it doesn't confuse you. I'll open this again. They're asking us to unzip this. You see, this folder is zipped. You might not see it, but let me just open it for you to see. Let me just make it more bigger for you to see. Okay, so this is the folder. It is still zip. They're asking us to unzip this folder into the PHP drive that we just created. So to do that, right click it, click extract all, browse, my computer, double click your C drive, and then select the folder and click select. So you can see we've selected the folder and then click extract. So extract into it and then it's done. We'll close it. Then we'll move to the next one. Just finish this. From the osTicket installation folder, unzip this. Okay, we just finished 6. We're going to 7. Instruction on 7 say from the osTicket installation folder, install VC Redis. Okay, where's the VC? Okay, look at it. VC Redis. Double click and follow the installation. Okay, I agree. Install, and it's done. On the 8th instruction, from the osTicket installation folder, install MySQL file. Install MySQL file. Note, this is our database, guys. This is MySQL. Look at it here. MySQL file is our database that osTicket we use to save and store all our data. So we're going to install it because remember we're setting up this osTicket, for us to use it. So this is our database. So we're going to install it right now by double click on it. and click next. I accept. Next. Guys, the instruction is given to you here. Click typical, install. Make sure that this launch is checked and then say finish. Say next. Click standard configuration and say next. Leave this one the way it is and say next. Then we're going to put in the password for the database. I'm going to remember it, save it somewhere. It's going to be the password for our database, okay? So the database we are creating for our osTicket, okay? So we're going to put, instructions say we should put root and then retype root as a password. I'm going to type root, type it out. ROOT. So I've created it, and then I will say next, and I will say execute. So at this point, I think we're going to allow it to execute and install, and then we'll move to the 9th instruction, okay? Still installing, okay? Let's give it some time, okay? Okay, so it has finished. We say finish. So we're going to move to the 9th instruction, guys. The 9th one says open IIS as an admin. Okay, so to open IIS, go to start bar and type IIS. You can see it here, Internet Information Services. Right click it and say run as an admin. Allow it to load and open. I'm going to minimize it, guys. Huge, love this. Okay, so I'll put it down here and now minimize this. So I'm going to be working with IIS right now. So, okay, so after 9, we've opened it and then we'll move to 10, okay? 10 says register PHP from within IIS. This is within IIS. Register PHP from within. We're basically telling IIS, which is our web server, where the PHP file is located in this prompt that we're going to do right now. Okay, so what we need to do is to register to tell IIS where this file, where this PHP file is located. Okay, so to do that, we're going to double click PHP manager. Where is it? Where is PHP manager? Okay, look at it. Do a double click PHP manager. Okay, it's inside IIS and click register new PHP version. Okay, click on it. Click on the 3 dots, and we're going to look for that PHP that was stored on the hard drive. Remember, guys, was stored and extracted some information inside it. So we're going to look for it. Click on my computer. Click on this and then look at the PHP. And then if we open PHP, we're going to see this php.cgi. Okay, this is an executable executable file for this application. Okay, an executable file for this application. So once we click on it, that's why we're clicking on. Once we click on it, we'll say open, and then we'll say okay. As we've done what we asked to do. Next, we said done this. Register PHP. We've register PHP. And the next one is 11th instruction. Said reload IIS. To reload IIS, we'll come to this, our IIS, and come to this osTicket VM, right click it and say stop. We'll count down to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll right click it again and say start. Okay, we've done 11 and then we'll move straight to 12. Okay. Install osTicket file, this file inside osTicket installation file. So we're going to open our osTicket. Right now, we're going to minimize IIS and open osTicket folder. So they're asking us to install this file that is inside osTicket installation file. Okay, unzip this folder inside the same folder and copy the upload folder into this root that is in our hard drive, and rename the upload that we copied to osTicket. So guys, what basically is saying that is inside this our osTicket installation, the installation file, we can see osTicket folder, the main osTicket folder. Look at it. You can see it here. So they're asking us to unzip this file inside this folder and open it within this folder. And then inside that folder that we unzipped, we're going to see a folder called upload. We need to copy that folder and paste it inside this root, inside the hard drive. We're going to locate, open a hard C drive and locate this www.root and copy it inside it. So let's do it. Right click here and say extract. So we're going to leave it. This is still the same folder. We're going to leave it to extract it inside this place and say extract. As you can see, watch is already creating it right. So we're going to wait while it creates it for us. Okay, so close this. As you can see, it has finished unzipping inside the same folder. I'll open it and we can locate, like instructions said, locate this upload, okay? And copy it. So right click it and say copy. Okay, so, and they ask us to go to this root inside the hard drive, locate this. So just open another folder. I'll just leave this, open another folder, file explorer, open another folder. I'll go to my computer, click my computer, double click my C drive, inet pub, www root. Okay, look at the root that they ask us to paste it to. We'll right click here and click paste to paste it. So what's the next instruction? I think they ask us to also rename the folder to osTicket. So guys, don't make mistake with this. Just copy this osTicket the way it is. Copy. Don't put your own. Don't put dash. Don't put any letter. So go to this upload, right click it and say rename and then paste, Ctrl V. The same way it is. Don't make mistake, because this is an executable file that if you make mistake when you try to load it at the end of the day, you get an error message. Okay, so close this. After doing this, we've done 12. So move to 13th instruction, then asks us to reload IIS. So we're going to open our IIS again, bring it up, right click the way we did it before and say stop and count down to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll restart it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's up and running right now. So we've done this, and then we'll move to instruction 14. That's next. Attempt to load osTicket within the IIS. So to do that, just work with me. If you somehow close your IIS like this, it's closed. So I'll minimize this. So, and then probably you go here and then you type IIS again, and it comes up. You right click it and say run as admin, and it opens right here. Okay. And this is what you see, and then you're confused. How do I start? So what you need to do is to expand this, expand site, expand this, and click osTicket. Okay, and then you will see this browse thing here. Click on it. It's going to load another page for us here. Wow, this is it. So which means we are making progress. So I'm going to close this so that I have enough space to look at what I'm seeing. So you see, this is the preliminary stage of our osTicket setup. Okay, so we notice that there are some extensions that are not enabled. So we're going to enable these extensions to come up live before we can now continue our instructions. So to do that, we'll go back to our lab, and that should be, we've loaded this on the 14th, and then on the 15th, we are asked to enable these files. And to do that, we're going to go back to the same way we came, like the instruction said, expand this, expand that, click on this, and double click this. Okay, so we've done this before. I've told you how to expand osTicket site, and then expand default web. The instruction is here, default website, and then you click on osTicket. What you do next is to double look for PHP manager. Where is it? Double click it. So you see enable and disable extensions. So we're going to look for these files, PHP Intel. Let's look for PHP Intels. Okay, I can see it here. Right click it and say enable. PHP IMAP. Let's look for IMAP. PHP IMAP. I can see it here. Right click it and say enable. Next one, PHP OCache. Look for it. OCache. OCache. Oh, can see it. OCache. Right click it and say enable. This is what it asks us to do, and then we are done. Just minimize this. Just go back to, okay, and they said refresh your osTicket website web page. This is the page we just loaded. Okay, so we're going to click refresh. So we notice that those files we enabled have come back to life, remaining these two. Guys, we don't need these two for this thing to run. Okay, so we ignore this and then we'll move ahead. Go back to the checklist and then we'll know what we have again. On the 16 instruction, getting to the end, guys, it's beautiful. On the 16 instruction, they ask us to locate this file, which is osTicket sample config on the C drive, and rename it to osTicket config. Don't make mistake, guys. This is where people fail it a lot. If you make mistake, you're going to get an error message. So we're going to locate this file and rename it to this. Okay? And assign permission to osTicket config, which is the file that we just renamed it to make changes. Okay, so to do that, we're going to locate this file. Okay, to do that, let's go and open File Explorer. File Explorer. Computer, hard drive, iPod. We're double clicking iPod. I double click hard C drive. Okay, let me start at first so that I don't run ahead of you. Double click C drive. Double click iPub, iTelpub, sorry. Double click www.root. Double click osTicket. Look for include. Double click include. And then we'll look for, what's it called? osTicket sample config. Scroll down. Scroll down, 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 down. Should be somewhere here. osTicket sample config. Yeah, that's it. So we asked to rename it to this. So we have to copy this. Don't make mistake, guys. Right click and say copy. Locate the file, osTicket sample config, right click it and say rename. And then we paste it, Control P. And we notice that we have two PHP. Okay, so we'll just delete one and delete one dot. And then we're good. osTicket osTicket-config.php. Just click enter. We've done the renaming, okay? And then the next thing they ask us to do is to assign permission so that this file that will just remain can be able to make changes, okay? We'll right click it and click on properties. Bring it up, bring it up, and then click on security. What am I clicking? Advanced, okay? So this is already established permission. I'm going to remove it to give my fresh permission. Okay, so first, so disable all permission, disable inheritance. I'll click on remove all inheritance. Okay, I've removed it. So I'll add mine now. Click add, select principal. Who is going to be your principal? Be thinking about it now. So right now I'm going to type everyone. Everyone. In real life, this is not cool, okay? You don't give everybody permission, but for the purpose of this lab, I'm going to choose everyone. But in a real life situation, this is where you have to pick an admin or any agent that you need to assign permission to this ticket, okay? To this application, okay? So, but I'm going to choose everyone so that for all intents and purposes, we still achieve what we want to achieve, okay? But just understand that what you need to do here is to just select someone that you need to give permission, okay? So after I click everyone, I say, okay, I will say full control, okay? This is also where you need to like modify what you need to give to the person, you know, whether read, write, or full control or modify, you know, so these are the permission. And then after that, you say, okay, and we say apply, and we say, okay, and we say, okay. So we've given permission, we've done this, and then we'll move to 17. Don't make mistake. So next 17 said, continue setup of our osTicket in the browser. Okay, click continue. So that's what it asks us to do. So we need to click continue here. If you're able to load this page, you know that so far you are good. So because this is where a lot of people make mistake, okay? So we need to fill up this information. Under system setting, we need to pick our help desk. I already provided some sample, you know, things you're going to copy to put it if you want, or you can just, you know, put anything you want. Just copy this. You can do what I'm doing. If it feels okay with you, just this email does not exist anywhere. I'm just using it for, I don't have access to it. Even if it exists, I don't have access to this email, okay? For all intents and purposes, just use it for this lab, okay? Just paste the email. Under admin user, I will just, what do I put here? I'll just say Francis Okoye, and then another email that I don't have control over. Francis Okoye. Just go and copy that email. I don't have control over this email. I just picked it for this lab. It's not my email. It's not my, you know, so. And make sure that the first email you put and this one is not the same. This is a different people operating in a company, so you don't use the same email. It will not authenticate, okay? So for username, we use lab user, and password 1 as our password. Control V, paste lab user, password 1 as our password. Copy. You can put any information you want at this point, but make sure that you have it stored somewhere like I did. I have everything stored on my, you know, for security reasons, and then for me to help me remember it. So the last one we need to fill right now is database, but guys, we don't have this information right now. So what we need to do is to go back to our database and create another database that will be specifically for this osTicket. Okay, we already have a database, right? We already installed a database that will serve this osTicket, but we need to create a specific database. We need to go back to that database and create a specific database for this osTicket. Okay, I don't know whether that makes sense, but just follow what I'm doing. If you do it right, you're going to get it right. Okay, close this. So, but first we need to get access to that database we install, we need to install another software that it is called hide this SQL. This also it helps us to gain connection to our database. Okay, so remember we still have the file in our desktop here that will extracted. Just open it, and then you can see this hide this SQL. Just double click to install. Okay, we're going to create another database inside the database we already have. Okay, just say accept and say next, 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 install. Okay, so after installation, make sure right, make sure that this launch box is checked and then say finish. Right, to launch it, and then we'll proceed from there. So just say skip. Right, at this point we need to create a new database. So by just click new, right, so we need to enter our password. We're gaining access, remember, to the old the first database that we created, and the password is root and root, right? We need to gain access inside it and then create another database that will be called osTicket. I was specifically for osTicket. So we need to enter the database, enter the password, because the username is root and the password is root too. So root. Then say open, right? Okay, so we're now inside the database. So what we need to do is to create another database that will specifically be for osTicket. So what we need to do, just right click on name, right? And say create new and select database. And then we need to type in the name of the database, which is osTicket. Don't make mistake, guys. Just that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, for you not to make mistake. Okay, just copy it and then come here, enter it to V, and then say okay. So we observe that we just created a new database that is called osTicket. We just observe it right now, okay? And then we just say close, right? I think we should close at this point. Okay, so we now go back and continue filling, because we have a database now to fill out. So the name of our database is osTicket. Paste it here, and then the password is what? What's the password? The password for this should be. Let me go back to the database. Okay, so um, oh, sorry, I'm just getting confused with this password. So sorry, the password is Ruth. Just type it in. Okay, sorry, Ruth. If you get everything right, and then Ruth, if you load and install, this is the final command. If you get it right, it's going to tell us congratulations right now. Get it right, and then we're done. Yay, we did it. We did it. So guys, we've just finished installing the osTicket dependent and then the osTicket application itself. So we have two links. One is for the end user. They want to create a ticket, is what they click, and this is for the admin. So I'm going to bookmark this page so that I don't lose it. Okay, so I'll just click here. This is, like I said, for end users. Okay, I'll just click it. Okay, so you want to create a ticket as an end user, you just open new ticket. Okay, and then type in the name, full name, phone number, select the problem, general inquiry. Then in the next video, I'm going to go in details, and then you type in what the problem is. And then I'm going to go in details on how to create a ticket and then how to solve it. After that, you now say create. Okay, so this is what we'll be covering in our next video. And I believe and I hope you had fun trying to, what home. Okay, so, that's it. So we can still I'm just trying to get back to, hold on 1 second. Okay, so like I said, you're going to create a ticket and then we're going to log in and then solve it as an admin or a help desk agent. So guys, so far so good. We've done justice to this within the available time given to us. I believe this video, I don't know whether it's already long or short. So I'm having fun already. So in the next video, I'm going to be walking us through on how to create a ticket and how to solve it and provide timely response. So see you in the next video. Bye.